Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube. It's Kanisha. We're back with another plant video. I know I've been a little bit absent. I've been going through some things. I've been trying to get my mind right. I've been reconstructing some things in my life and really just letting God lead the way. The last time I updated you guys was about 7 months ago. I'm going to update you guys on my plants, the ones that have passed away, that are no longer with us. Aww. And the ones that are still thriving and still pushing and still moving, and we're just gonna talk about their growth and talk about how I feel about them, what new things I've learned and acquired from having my plants. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first we're gonna start with my 2 new members that I just got. I want to introduce you to them. This is Ori. I don't know if you can see her. She is a cactus. I don't know what kind of cactus. I'm always forever picking up stuff and not figuring out what type of plant I have. I just got her like 2 weeks ago, so look out for her growth. I just wanted to introduce you guys to her. I've been wanting a cactus for a while, and I really want the monkey tail cactus. I still want the monkey tail cactus, but I actually want the monkey tail cactus to be a gift. Certain plants that I want, I would rather them be gifted to me than like me go out and buy them. So I'll just wait for God to open the opportunity and open the door for somebody to get me a monkey tail cactus. But I seen this in the store the other day, and this is why I don't like to go to Lowe's, Home Depot, or pretty much any store that has plants, because I can't control myself and I get to looking and then look and turn into buying and touching and trying to see which one gonna fit into my new family. That's how Ori got here, but we're happy to have Ori. Ori's beautiful. When I got her, she was a little wrinkly. She was toe up, but she's doing better now. My girl she's thriving. I think she likes it here, but we will see, because they always look good and they look like they're gonna thrive until they don't. So on the next 6-month update, we'll figure out what Ori got going on. Next, we have Venus. She is also a cactus. Okay, now we can see her for real, like Miss Venus. Ooh, yes. I actually chose this name for her because Venus means love. She has these little purple spikes. I got Venus because Venus also caught my eye, and she's also a cactus, and I thought she just looked really cool, and I really wanted to know more about her. So I got 2 new plant babies in the fam. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. It's cold out here. It's frigidy. So be grateful that I'm outside trying to give y'all the best light, and I'm trying to be on my best content creator behavior. Because I'm really trying to get in my bag for real, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of playing. Let's move on to the veterans. Since Uni's right next to me, we'll just start with Miss Uni. My girl done got heavy. Last time y'all seen Uni, she wasn't as tall as this green thing right here. Like, Uni was not this big. But Uni is growing so beautifully. I have no idea what she's doing, but she's doing her thing. That's all you need to know. She's doing her thing. I still don't know what type of plant Uni is. I done figured out all the names of all my other plants. Uni, I'm still in confusion about. Uni's like 1.5 years old probably now, like a little over a year. I don't think it's been a full year and 6 months. I'm hoping that she grows some new like stems, because these are like the same stems that she's had the whole time I've had her, besides this little tiny little baby one that's growing in right here. I don't know if you can see it. She's on you. Next we have this Roya. She don't need much intro. Now Roya has grown tremendously. The last time y'all seen Roya was just a little baby. She wasn't even hanging over her pot like this. And she keeps growing. She hasn't really had like a stopping point. She just continues to grow as long as I give her water and light. But I did repot her into a bigger pot, which I think was a mistake, because she is starting to have some yellow in the leaves. I do think that because I put her into a bigger pot, she doesn't have the best draining, so I will be repotting her back into a smaller pot in hopes that she can grow the best that she can grow. You see the outfit? I'm killing you. Roya is a Marble Queen pothos plant. Roya is 1 year old now, so happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm not really sure where she's gonna go because I got her as a baby, so she's still growing. I don't even think she's at full maturity yet. Like, I would like to see her grow another vine, you know, just do a little bit more. But like I said, I think I have to repot her back into a smaller pot. I remember the first time I repotted her, she had a vine inside of there, and I think I messed it up by repotting it, and I think it died off or something like that. I'm still a new plant mom, and I'm still learning so much, and I'm making mistakes, but I'm correcting them. And I just feel like if you want to have plants this is a commitment. This is a responsibility. Just because your plants are thriving for the first 6 months or maybe the first year or the first 2 years doesn't mean it's going to continue to thrive. You have to continue to do what you need to do for your plants to continue to grow healthy and vibrant. And basically, you got to give them love. You got to pour into them and they will give you good results. Next, we have one of my favorites. And I mean, I think I do have a little bit of favoritism towards her. But hey, I still love all my plants. But this one right here, she's a showstopper. And you never know where she's going to go either. So without further ado, here is Parina, aka Perry, my dramatic girl. I have to say that Perry is probably one of my easiest plants to take care of because literally she will let me know what's wrong with her. I don't feel like she's very drought resistant because whenever like she runs out of water, which is like weekly, and I don't even think she fully completely runs out of water, but I feel like whenever she's like starting to run low on water, she'll faint. If you have a Fittonia, which is what Perry is, a Fittonia plant, and she faints, you will think that you done killed your plant. It will shock you. She's very dramatic. She's very beautiful. She's rewarded me a lot because she just keeps growing. She did have a season of flowering. Y'all get what I'm saying, because obviously the devil don't want me to get it out. All of her flowers died, but it looks like she is starting to grow in some new flowers. So I will be expecting some new flower babies this season when the spring comes. But let me give y'all a little up close of my girl. Just look at that. Perry be making like different shapes, like depending on her mood. And like, look how tall she's gotten. Like, I got Perry when she was just a baby. She's such a cool plant, and I'm so glad that I picked her up. All I really do is water her, make sure I give her adequate light, and she kind of pretty much thrives. I would say she's a pretty resilient plant. If you're ever considering getting a plant that looks pretty cool, you don't want like a basic plant, like a snake plant, then I would recommend trying something like this Fittonia plant, because they are that girl. So next we have Takia, or we had Takia. Ooh, y'all, my heart is broken. Like, and this is the realities of owning plants. Like, I really had to tell myself that life is not perfect, and neither will your plant mom journey be. Because Takia, I have moved 3 times already, and I really feel like through the different transitions and the different temperatures, the different lighting, just the different struggles, Takia just really had a hard time like staying resilient and staying with me. I also do want to acknowledge the fact that there was a time that I did overwater her at one point, and these plants are really susceptible to root rot, and you can overwater them really easily and kill them really easy. This was one of my hardest plants to take care of. Like, she's a high maintenance girly, and what's crazy is I used to live in Atlanta, then I moved to Florida, and then I moved to where I am now. So she's been through like a few different transitions. When I first got here, she was vibrant and she was living and she looked good. I watered her thinking that she needed water, but I don't really think she needed water. The temperature up here is already cold, so in the colder months, your plants really don't need as much water as they would need in like the summer, or like, you know, the times where it's really bright and it's warm outside. I just kept watering them regularly, and I shouldn't have done that, and that's on me. But I also want to say that I don't think that Takia, which I found out is a Pelea Norfolk plant. I didn't know what type of plant she was at first, but I found out. But she's just not that resilient. And one of the things that Takia has taught me is that, especially in this plant family and in the world and just in life general, is survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. Only the resilient, only the people who are willing to endure will survive. It don't matter how cute you is, it don't matter how strong you look, it don't matter about none of that. What matters is you enduring, and I just feel like she just didn't endure. I haven't completely given up on her yet. She still has like a few little pieces left. Like, all of her leaves had died and I took them all out. I think I'm going to repot her into like a smaller pot and see if she like comes back to me, because I did pray and I asked God to restore her. But you know, I have to realize that sometimes some things come to you just for you to experience them. Not everything and everybody is gonna come with you. Like, sometimes you just have to experience that experience and love the things that you have when you have them, because you really just don't know how long you're gonna have them, and you don't know how long these things are gonna stay with you. So I feel like even if God doesn't restore her, and even if she never comes back, I enjoyed watching her grow, and she grew big, y'all. I'm gonna insert some pictures. can't even believe this is what she looks like now, because she even flowered for me, y'all. She flowered for me. I didn't even know this plant flowered. And so I was really sad about her dying. I really kept hope, and I still have hope, but I've just come to the conclusion that not everything in life will follow you until the end. Some things is there to teach you a lesson. Some things is just there for you to experience and to detach from it when it's gone. So I'm gonna give you guys an up close of Takia. Po Takia. My girl got towed down. Like, please. This is all that's left of her. So if you are a new plant mom, I would not recommend getting a Pilea Norfolk because they are high maintenance. They have to have a certain type of temperature, a certain amount of water. Like, you really have to pay attention to this plant. This is not a plant that you can neglect. Not to say that you should be neglecting your plants at any point, at any time. But this plant is very high maintenance, and you might not have success with it. I don't know if I'll get another one because it really broke my heart. But maybe if somebody gives me a new one, I'll like consider having another Pilea Norfolk because she's a really cool plant. But I just think, like, hey, looks aren't everything. A lot of y'all girls, y'all look pretty and ain't got nothing on the inside. No substance. Takia was pretty, but she didn't have endurance. She didn't have the resilience to survive the famine. So, hey, it was nice while it lasted. And if God doesn't restore her, then, hey, rest in peace, my baby. So next we have Adira. Oh, y'all. Adira is one of my favorites too. She's so modest. She's really just a chill girl. Like, she don't do too much and she don't do too less. She has grown some new stems, and the last time I showed you guys her in my last plant video, she was already blooming 2 new stems. I think it was 2 or 3 new stems, and those stems have completely matured, and she has like a new bloom and a few little baby blooms that I'm gonna show you guys. So this is her newest bloom, and it's not even fully like done. It's not even fully matured, and this is my longest stem right now, and I really feel like this one is gonna outdo her and get longer, and I really hope that she does. This is new. She just bloomed this one a couple weeks ago. It's maturing, and then she has some little babies down here. So that is new. This one over here, it's new, it's coming in. I'm not sure how big this one's gonna be, and I think this one was probably gonna be a medium-sized one, about this size. They're like her medium-sized ones. We never really know how big they're gonna be until like they come out fully, because this long one, I didn't think that this long one was gonna like be a big one like this. I thought it was probably gonna be like one like maybe this height, but she really shocked me. So we're in for a surprise. One thing I like about Adira is that she like blooms all different sizes, all different types. Like, she blooms medium size, like teenager height, I would call it. Then she has like little babies. Then she has like really big ones. So I really like how versatile she is, and just how modest and like so simple she looks and sleek. Adira is 3 years old. Adira is a really resilient plant. She thrives best on mineral water. She's a very slow growing plant, which I've mentioned before. I can kind of neglect her a little bit. I can kind of also neglect her a little bit. Some of these plants, you can neglect them a little bit. There's certain plants that you have to pay special attention to, such as like Perry or Takia. Last but not leastest, Big Mama Gingy. Now Gingy, she too big. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring the camera to her because my back gonna be hurting if I try to like tote her over there. Gingy is also 3 years old. I said this in my last video. I got Gingy and Adira together, and they were the start of my plant mom journey. Both of them are very resilient plants. Both of them, I know that they are here to stay. I know that they can endure. I know that my girl's gonna fight back. You know what I'm saying? They done been through 4, actually, Gingy and Adira have been through 5 moves. I first got Adira and Gingy when I was in Orlando. I moved back home with my people for a little bit, and then I moved to Georgia, and then I moved back home. Yeah, they've transitioned like several times, and they're still here with me, and I appreciate that because I've grown such an attachment to these plants. They're really like a part of me, and I feel like they're going through life with me. And even though they can't talk, and even though they can't say anything for real, just seeing them grow and knowing that I'm taking care of them and that they're my responsibility and that they're thriving, that just makes me feel really good. It gives me a sense of responsibility and accountability. Yeah, so let's show you Gingy. Ooh, Gingy has bloomed me some new blooms too. I had some of her taller leaves get damaged from the sun the last time, and it really broke my heart because I'm like, dang, they was getting so tall. But she rewarded me by giving me some new ones. Like, this is new. All these really tall ones that are like in great condition, they're all new. They bloomed over the past like 6-7 months. Gingy grows really fast. There ain't really too much to Gingy. She's big mama. That's all I can say. Yep, you see she got a new little baby on the way, en route. Let me see if she got some other ones. Yep, this is a new baby about to grow in. This is also fairly new. And like I said in my last video, you can tell which ones are like veterans, which ones are like mature, like this one, because it's really dark green. It has that dark yellow, opposed to the newer ones that still have that lightish green, lightish yellow. They are still maturing. Ginger is a crazy girl. I love her. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do feel like I've gotten a little bit bored with Ginger because, you know, she pretty much just produces the same thing. I'm really praying to God that Ginger blooms me a flower. Y'all, I was in Home Depot the other day and did not know that snake plants bloom flowers. Matter of fact, most plants flower, and I had no idea. I didn't even know that plants flowered until Perry flowered for the first time. Perry was my very first plant that gave me flowers, and I was just like, but I just thought it was specific to certain plants. Like, I thought only certain plants flower, but they all flower. It just depends on the circumstance, I guess. Like, a lot of plants that do flower, they don't flower like in captivity. They flower in the wild, pretty much. When I looked it up to see if Ginger and Adira flowered, they actually do flower, and I'm going to insert some pictures of them, of the flowers that they do produce. And I prayed to God, and I was just like, God, I know they said it's a rarity, but I know a God who can make rare things happen. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay, amen. So I'm really hoping that she can give me a flower, because that would really like turn her up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've really just kind of gotten bored with her, but I still love her. And, you know, she's still my first baby. She ain't going nowhere, but I do want to see her shake the table a little bit. So hopefully we can get some good lighting. Like, where my apartment is positioned, I don't get like direct facing light. The sun comes from the opposite way, so I kind of get like the light that bounces off of the other building. So I really feel like that's another reason why my plants haven't like done as well as they usually do, because they haven't really had the bright light that they usually get, especially Takia. I just want to say, y'all, don't be discouraged if you're a new plant mom. You're gonna make mistakes along the way. Not every plant is going to survive. Speaking of surviving, last time I showed you King. I don't know what it is about men. Every time I give a plant a man's name, they die. I just bought another plant. It was a second. His name was Zion. He did not even make it to this video. Okay. So yeah, King, when I transitioned him to Florida, I just really don't think that's the climate for like a crocodile fern. Like, I don't think they like being hot and humid like that. And I had to put my plants outside when I first got to my mom's house. So like, King was outside, and I just really don't think he really liked the conditions that he was in. And eventually, slowly, he died off, and he didn't make it to this segment of my life. But rest in peace to King, because King got pretty big, and I got to experience him before he passed away, because I did get King from a grocery store when he was already struggling to live, and I kind of like revived him. So it's like, even though he's no longer with us, and I probably wouldn't get another crocodile fern, at least not at this point in my life, I am grateful for the experience that I did have with him. And I just think that it's a realistic experience for plants to die, for some plants not to make it, for you to make mistakes, for your plants to have damage. And it just shows like the story is still being written, and that along the way you are gonna bump your head, because nothing in life is perfect. The trees outside aren't perfect, the plants outside aren't perfect, nothing is perfect. Everything has some type of scarring. But like I said, it's about being resilient, being able to persevere through hard times, and survival of the fittest. Okay, the only people who gonna last over here in this clan is the strong. Okay, period. The race is not given to the swift or the strong. It's given to the ones who endure. So as long as they're enduring with me, I'm gonna endure with them, and I'm gonna do the best that I can to be the best plant mom that I can. So if you're thinking about getting a plant, come on and hop on the bandwagon and follow me on YouTube, subscribe, click that like button, share with your friends, and let me know if you guys want to see any other plant videos, or if you want to see videos of me individually talking about my plants, or just let me know what the type of videos y'all want to see me doing, period, so that I can start, you know, producing the type of videos that you guys would like to see. Thank you guys for coming to my YouTube channel today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me and watching. And I'm just so grateful to see my channel grow, and I'm grateful to see the new subscribers and the new people that I'm gonna like be seeing. So I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Till next time.